Hi, I'm Erik Booker from Detroit, and I'd like to tell you my story.
It's been a long time coming. It's going to be a long time gone.
My father had both his legs amputated when I was in the 5th grade, so I was taller than him in the 5th grade than he was. He passed away in the 6th, so I left a void in my life. I was now the man of the house, and so I used my authority and immediately got kicked out at 13. Mom booted me out, so what does any kid do at 13? He moves in the basement of John Hasinski and shaves his head into a mohawk and dyes it purple and puts a chip on his shoulder, and it's me against the world, is what it was. And so high school was very awkward for me. I was shy, insecure, fearful. The only thing that'd make me feel better is using drugs or alcohol, which I was good at. If there was any varsity letter jacket, I got it, and it was in drugs. I should have a big D on my chest for that. Dropped out because I hated it. Picked up 2 DUIs real quick. The second one, I ran a '85 Ford Ranger underneath a semi. Should have been decapitated, but I felt an angel pull me down. I look back on that now and can tell that was God's hand, that he had a plan for me, but not at the time. I needed to get out of my situation. And so the first thing that had to go were my friends. I didn't have a problem with anything yet, especially not sin. And so I joined the Navy. This long-haired, hip, rebellious kid joins the Navy who can't stand authority. Well, I actually succeeded in it, became the honor graduate of my A school, and became E5 in under 24 months. Well, the top is E9, so I'm halfway up the ladder. Fly down my high school sweetheart, marry her because it was really more money on the check. It really wasn't a biblical relationship per se. The only time we called out Jesus or God was when we were having sex. So I got more money on the check and went and deployed to Okinawa, back for 7 months. In for 7 months, out for 7 months. Korea, did Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, did Okinawa again. She got pregnant by another man, and that's when a meltdown began. I blamed everything on the Navy, and they said, you'll pick up another wife in Okinawa. So I didn't do that. I went to broadcasting school after the Navy. They kicked me out. So I went from hero to zero in about 7 seconds. Went to broadcasting school, thought I'd be a DJ on the radio. Here's my plan. I write and record my own music, and so when there's a break and there's a commercial, I'm going to throw on my music, the phone lights are going to ring up, and in 30 years I'm going to be in Cleveland and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's my plan. It didn't work out because I ended up doing the Farm Report, which is 6:40 a.m. WNLD. This is Erik Booker. Your hogs and heifers are up in 8th, and I hated it. So I moved to Las Vegas, and I dated a girl out there named Crystal Meth for about 3 years, and got involved with smoking heroin and went down some roads and some alleys that I didn't belong down. But I had this idea that life is an adventure, and I always want to try everything once. Picked up DUIs 4 and 5 out there. I forgot to tell you about 3, that was in the Navy. Moved to San Francisco, got caught up in this club scene of GHB and ecstasy, date raping girls, things like that. Moved up to Seattle, back down to Vegas, back to Detroit to bury my stepdad. He had lung cancer. Down to Florida, Fort Myers, got offered a job in Ocala, took it. That's where I met Brett Cimarelli and John Zeller. Started buying houses in my search for significance. I owned 4 homes now. I was vacationing in Hawaii, coming back in Las Vegas. Drugs, alcohol, the whole scene, party. And the rug got pulled out when the housing market tanked in 2007. So I picked up DUI number 6, and that's when I bottomed out. Brett invited me to Idlewild Baptist Church. I went there, skirts were too high, there were movie screens, smoke coming out of the ceiling. It wasn't church like I remember as a kid. So I said, thanks, but no thanks. Came back again, came back the third time, and that's when me and the Lord did business. I don't know when I got saved. Did I get saved as a kid? Did I get saved as an adult? I don't know. I can't wait to ask Jesus to find out. But since then, I went to Word of Life Bible Institute, got taught by guys like Charles Ryrie and John Whitcomb, Rennie Showers, Danny Aiken. These guys, I didn't even know who these people were, but come to find out, I've been blessed by God. Went to Trinity Bible College after that. That's where Billy Graham went. And I am now attending, out of all things and all places, Dallas Theological Seminary, working on a master's degree here. So a guy who got 6 drunk drive-ins, overdosed on heroin, his wife got pregnant by another man, a high school dropout. If you think you've gone too far, well, I mean, it's not the suffering Olympics, but God saved me from my wretchedness, and He can save you too. That's my story. I'm Erik Booker from Detroit, Michigan, and I love me some Jesus.